This book is entitled Blue Ball Syndrome: Why Ordinary People Become Sexual Players. Now, many would ask me, why did I write a book entitled Blue Ball Syndrome: Why Ordinary People Become Sexual Players? Well, I'll tell you why I wrote it. I wrote this book when I was going through my divorce. I was going through a very terrible time in my life. And I asked myself, why can I get any satisfaction? Why is it that my bed, as big as it was empty? Even if if I had my ex-wife at the time laying next to me, I felt empty. And many people in relationships these days want satisfaction. You're very physically able, however, you're very soulfully empty. And I asked myself, why do I yearn for passion, even when I'm with someone and I cannot be satisfied? It is a terrible, terrible, terrible place to be. And so I began to do a research project of talking to couples, divorced couples, married couples, singles, clergy. I even talked to prostitutes in this book. And it is a profound, profound work. It's a 3-year research book. And it's just a book of facts. It's a book of dialogue. And it's a book of being honest, purely honest, about why many of us search for satisfaction, even in our relationships, and we don't find it. The other thing is, I thought that the most unfortunate place for most couples to end up is when you are in a relationship and you find yourself yet lonely. That is a real quagmire. But we found that many couples struggle with that because they found themselves in relationships that are either unhealthy, non-productive, or do not allow them to aspire to who they really want to be. And that also leaves you with blue ball syndrome. Now, you ask me, what does blue ball syndrome mean? Blue ball syndrome is actually a medical term. Metaphorically, however, it means that when you have built up so much of an anticipation of a release or an orgasmic experience and nothing happens. That, my friend, is blue ball syndrome. And in this book, I want you to understand that if you are looking for real satisfaction in your relationship, to keep what you have or to aspire to find something new, you will find answers in this book. This book was written out of my experiences and many, many, many other couples' experiences over my 3-year period of talking to various couples. The one unique thing also, it tells us in this book about how to hold on to what you have and why it's important to communicate. And even now, as I'm dating again and I want to go out again, I refer back to blue balls myself because I don't want to inflict blue balls on anyone, nor do I want to have them from someone else's issues. So it's good to know and have a premier start of where to begin as we find out why ordinary people become sexual players. It's just not Tiger Woods. It's just not sports celebrities. It's just not politicians, such as John Edwards, what he did. It's also ordinary people. The Johns, the Joes, the Freds, the Barbaras, the Susans, the Victorias, and everyone else in that regard. Not to idolize anyone's name there, but to give you an overall view that common people, ordinary people, seek passion, seek love. They want to be in a full, satisfying relationship. But we have to find out why we find ourselves seeking sexual satisfaction outside of our beds, outside of our homes, outside of our marriages. There's a reason. And I have tapped into some of that logic and some of that ideology in the book Blue Ball Syndrome. Find the passion. Find out what makes you become a sexual player in your own life. Get the book Blue Ball Syndrome: Why Ordinary People Become Sexual Players. And finally,